What the heck is freaking good, gamers? We have our first round of playoffs. It's actually second round because we had a first round bye, but we are playing Moon right now, and we have a pretty bad matchup against this team, so this could definitely be an interesting match. But just to quickly run over the team, because we actually have team matchup right here. I got Origin Giratina because he had a Diggersby. I didn't think he'd bring it, but I want to bring Origin Giratina just because like that's a hard counter to it. I got Mega Scizor, Aromatisse, a Babiri Aromatisse with Hidden Power Fire for Genesect, a Yachi, faster than Kyurem Zapdos, so that I can like sub Roost on that boy and like Toxic him, stall him out, a Husky Piloswine, and a nice Sister Spooked the Nidoqueen to counter that Florges. So looking at him at matchup screen, I do have some tricks for a good amount of his mons. He didn't bring Drapion, again, which I was a little bit afraid of. I thought he definitely could have brought that because to counter my Giratina, but Giratina honestly doesn't have a great matchup against his team. So Genesect is dangerous. Kyurem Black is super dangerous. Gallade is the least of my worries, I think, in terms of danger. Rotom, when he gets Rotom out, I want to get out my Piloswine to have the opportunity to get up rocks. I think his lead's either going to be the Genesect or Seismitoad, because Seismitoad to get up rocks or Genesect to U-turn out of there. So I think I want to lead with my Giratina, to be honest. That lets him get in Florges, and I really want him to get in Florges so I can go out into Nidoqueen and then just bop something. Genesect is Steel type, so I can't just click Sludge Wave for free, which kind of sucks, but that's the plan. I am going to lead Giratina. And see, he does lead Genesect. I don't think he Ice Beams, unless he's like Choice Specs or something. He has +1 special attack. He might be able to kill Origin Form Giratina, so let me see. A Genesect, I don't know if you can even see this. This is like partially on the screen, partially not. So a +1 Genesect does not kill with Ice Beam, but I also don't really want to risk that. So if he's either going to go for Ice Beam or U-turn, he definitely doesn't Fire move here. So I could go into Scizor. That might let him U-turn into something. But Scizor plays okay. I like Scizor for late game just to check that late game Gallade because I know he likes to keep that in the back. What else could I switch in? I don't want to switch in Piloswine to an Ice Beam just yet because Piloswine can help against Kyurem Black and definitely want to get the rocks up against Rotom Heat. I am going to go out into Scizor and kind of go for a safe play just to scout what he wants to do. I think this definitely lets out the Rotom Heat, and that's a-okay with me because I want Rotom Heat out because that gives me free rocks. Even if he might Will-O-Wisp my Piloswine on switching, but that won't be the biggest deal. It's a deal. Like, I'd like my Piloswine to not be Will-O-Wisp, so then Rock Tomb like guaranteed breaks a sub on Kyurem Black, because maybe if he's Willowed it might not. If he runs a sub Kyurem Black or something. So if I am him right now, I do go for the Willow play. Conversely, I can go into Giratina again if I don't want Piloswine to get Willowed, because I think this is such an obvious Willow play. He could just go straight for an Overheat. Yeah, I'm gonna go Piloswine and assume he goes for an Overheat, and he misses. That kind of sucks. Sorry about that, Moon. But we take those. So he's gonna go Seismitoad so he can get his rocks up. Yeah, oofs in chat. He's gonna go Seismitoad so that he can get his rocks up. He could also Scald, but I don't think Scalding's the play. What else could he do? I honestly don't think he does anything but do I have pit stains? I was working out before this and I realized I'm like lifting up my armpits now. I'm like, hey guys, you wanna see my pit stains? I'm also like, I get nervous and I like sweat when I'm nervous. Sorry, I'm being a goofball right now. Yeah. Thankfully I am like super Spadef and Eviolite, so like that wouldn't have done too much, but like you hate to see it. You hate it when it's you. You hate it when it's your opponent. But it's also like, you don't really want them to make every move 100% accurate, because then they could just run like, you just always run Hydro Pump and stuff. So like Hydro Pump over like Surf or Scald or anything, or I mean maybe not over Scald, but you'd run Hydro Pump, you'd run Fire Blast, and like missing is there as that drawback, but it's also like when somebody misses, it's like you like want them to say that it has 85% accuracy and then actually be 100%, because then it's like some people won't go for the 85% accuracy move because it's like it has the possibility of missing, but then you're like, I don't want it to miss. I don't want it to miss for me. I don't want it to miss for my opponent. Don't even get me started on Focus Blast and Stone Edge. They like Focus Blast I think is 70% accuracy, but it's more like 0. And Stone Edge is like 80% accuracy, and it's more like -12. It's like absolutely insane. So Seismitoad comes out here. I assume he's gonna get up his rocks, and I do like the prospects to go into. I think my obvious play. So my one play I could go is Scizor and Knockoff and Defog. How much do rocks hurt him versus me? I really love rocks getting on the field because I think that's a Scarf Genesect, because like it's always Scarf Genesect and Rotom Heat and stuff, so I think he's going to be more pressured to Defog than I am, so I can just go into Giratina right there, and yes, he does go for the Stealth Rock. I think this play he goes to Florges, but am I such a pro that I double that? Okay, if he goes into Florges, it's not a big problem. I can go into Nidoqueen and like maybe he packs Psyshock and goes for it on the switch. But I think my best play is to go for Energy Ball in case he stays in, because that will do 98%, unfortunately not 100. And Knockoff does 0 because, well, not 0, it's like 21%. That's good chip. Good chip, but I have the Grisius Orb, which you cannot knock off completely. So that is like, it's not 1.5 times power. Is what I'm trying to say. But that chip is definitely like big because it puts Giratina in Ice Beam range of Genesect. When I was building this team, I should have thought about I put the EVs in defense for Giratina Origin, but if I was on my pro building game, I would have put him into special defense so that Genesect would get an attack boost. Because what I'm assuming he's running on his Genesect is U-Turn, Iron Head, Ice Beam, Flamethrower. So like a Scarf mixed set. And I think it's more detrimental for Giratina that he gets a special attack boost, because then that puts him in a good range to Oko me. Well, not Oko, but with that chip. And then especially after rocks and stuff, that's like for sure dead. What's my Giratina set that I'm running? How did that not kill? Yeah, I'm running Timid. But I am surprised that 252 Grisius Orb Energy Ball did not kill a Seismitoad, so I'm thinking that it was probably Some SPDEF investment, but I don't know why it would be SPDEF investment because I feel like Florges would have SPDEF investment. But what I'm guessing is that he's running a physically defensive Florges to try to take a hit and then Hidden Power Fire my Scizors. So I'm guessing that he's running something like Wish Protect, Moonblast, Hidden Power Fire. So basically the exact same set as my Aromatisse. But this gives me a free Sister Spooked. So he's going to pass a Wish off. So I'm assuming he's going to pass it off into Genesect. Could also go Cure in Black, but I'm going to go with Earth Power because I think it's not likely that he stays in. And I also don't think it's likely that he goes into Rotom. If he goes into Rotom, he could just like die, honestly. But this is a modest Life Orb Nidoqueen. Hits harder than a timid Nidoking, so... I mean, if he switches into Cure in Black and he's like minus SPDEF and it dies, that would be super tight. I really hope he does that. Or if he stays out, that's also cool. B minus SPDEF, please. Please be minus SPDEF. Oh, that did so much damage. So much damage. Now here's the thing. No, I'm not gonna leave Nidoqueen out. I was gonna say I could leave Nidoqueen out. Let's see. Do I want to save my Scizor for late game? I feel like this is Babiri Hidden Power Fire, Cure in Black. Am I going to have troubles with Rotom? I have Nidoqueen, which might die to an Overheat. So what I'm thinking right now is, should I send out my Piloswine as a semi-Cure in Black counter? I think I might. But that does leave me a little bit weak to Rotom Heat. I do have Giratina, so if I lose my Piloswine, I really have to keep my Giratina healthy. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna go Piloswine. Ice Beam does not very much. I mean, I could try to pass a Wish to it later, but like, I don't wish in front of anything, really. The only thing I can wish in front of is like Florges, and like, not even really. So we see Cure in Black. I'm going to Rock Tomb because I can slow down whatever comes in, which is good, but it's also super effective if he stays in with Cure in Black. If he tries to start roosting up or something, even if he wants to like roost up and try to beat me 1v1 with Cure in Black, if I'm not weak enough or if I'm not strong enough to kill him, at least I will slow him down enough that I can get in a free Nidoqueen and then Earth Power. So it does decide to go into Florges, which is cool because it keeps my Piloswine healthy enough to check Rotom or try to check Cure in Black again. And same play, I'm going to go into Nidoqueen. He's going to Wish. This makes it so that he cannot go into Cure in Black with the Wish, so I will Earth Power. If he wants to go into Rotom Heat, that's okay, as long as he does not go into that Cure in Black. We want to keep that not healthy. And if he wants to go into something like Genesect and get that weakened, because I think an Earth Power plus Rocks will do more than the Wish will heal. So I actually brought Nidoqueen last second. It was a Assault Vest Rotom, and I was like, what am I doing not bringing Nidoqueen? Because if I don't bring Nidoqueen, this floor just kind of just like bops me. I can see him staying in and just trying to go for Moonblast Chip, and I do think that would be a okay play. Goes into Rotom. Like, yeah, that's good because you get around the Earth Power, but I also don't love that play, to be honest. You're getting your floor just chipped. You're just letting me get my my Piloswine back in. I probably should have thought about going into probably should have thought about going to Giratina for that. But that's okay. That's alright. Rock Tomb hits him. Earth Power hits Florges if he decides to go into that. I'm gonna go with Rock Tomb because it's the safe play if he stays in. Because I can see him staying in, assuming that I won't do too much to him, and 2 more overheats will kill him. And if he does go into Florges, then I just go, yeah. So good thing I didn't Earthquake. If he does go into Florges after this, then I still get back in Nidoqueen. I mean, he could, if I wanted to make a really aggressive play right now, I could assume that he's going to switch into Florges. And try to get like the Wish off or something, but I don't want to, I'm not that risky. I'm going to go with another Rock Tomb, assuming that he wants to stay out and pick up the kill. Actually, I don't think this will kill. If he stays out, it doesn't kill. So it does go out into Genesect. So he will lose the speed boost, which means that he has to kill with U-turn. Is he shift gear? He's not shift gear. I'm gonna go for Ice Shard for Chip before he kills me with U-turn. Yeah. I was trying to decide what I wanted to do, and I was like, I think he will U-turn out. Yeah, he's... So, like, I'm almost positive that he's Scarf Boy, but, I don't want to just assume that I'm right. I'm almost positive, but I don't want to assume. I want to think, like, anything could happen. But I was thinking, like, is he shift gear? Because I know Moon was thinking about running shift gear Genesect earlier in the season. So, but when I see U-turn, it's either a shift gear U-turn, which could be a cool set. It could be like shift gear U-turn Ironhead Flamethrower, but that suffers from 4 move slot syndrome. So I was leaning away from that option. Giratina comes out now and goes for double Shadow Ball, I think. If it's a Fizdef Florges, double Shadow Ball might kill it. If he wants to stay out with Rotom, what would be smart for him right now is if he has Defog with Rotom, I would do that. Could also go for Volt Switch. Could go for Overheat. I don't think Overheat's the play. What else could he do? Pain Split could be a thing. So he is slow and he doesn't have a berry. And the only other thing that can defog on his team is Florges. But that damage means that Rotom can no longer come in on rocks. So either he's defog on Florges. Now that here's the thing, like, I wish I ran Roost, or not Roost. I wish I Tailwinded on that play, because Tailwind would have forced a Florges, and I could have gotten my Nidoqueen in, and that would have been sick. Okay. I don't have to keep Giratina because Rotom dies to rocks now. Is Kyurem in Bullet Punch range if he is Babiri Berry? So I haven't seen item yet. It's not Leftovers. It's not Life Orb. It's gotta be Babiri Berry. What's his... Oh, his Z move is Buginium Z. So he Ice Beams this play. I do have Yachi on Zapdos. If I go into Scizor and I Bullet Punch him now, and he doesn't die, then Aromatisse can still check Gallade, and I have Sucker Punch on Nidoqueen. Is that enough? If I sack this right now, then I have to go into Scizor anyway, or just hope that Yachi Berry Zapdos doesn't get frozen or something. I'm gonna make the Scizor play. He might roost, because I can take an Ice Beam, and I thankfully do not get frozen. Now we might see Babiri Berry Hidden Power Fire Tech here. I feel like when I was prepping, I was like, he's either gonna run Babiri Berry Hidden Power Fire on either this or Florges, or both. But did Florges have leftovers? Okay, Florges has leftovers. So I brought Defog Scizor because I didn't want to bring Swords Dance, because I was like, oh, well, he's just going to bring Babiri Berry Hidden Power Fire, and that will just mess up my Scizor sweep, so I don't want to rely on that. So I was like, okay, I just want a Scizor that gets the damage rolling. I just want to get the damage going. He actually didn't even bring Babiri Hidden Power Fire or anything. Genesect is Flamethrower. What does Big Bird check? Not much. I'd like to keep Bullet Punch in the back because leftovers Florges and good against Gallade. I'm gonna go into Big Bird right now on a theoretical Flamethrower, maybe U-turn. Sheesh, that does more than a little bit of damage. If he is not Scarf, I will outspeed him right now. If he is Scarf, okay, he is Scarf. Okay, Scarf, Genesect. What was my block? Does it show my HP? How much HP did I have? Does it not show your HP stat here? It just says fainted. Okay, I have 321, 207 Spadef. Dude, Nidoqueen struggles against that, especially with like rocks. Okay, I think I'm forced to go Giratina Shadow Ball. I could go Aromatisse and try to wish past something, but I don't like it. I'm gonna go Giratina Shadow Ball. I could also Tailwind, which would be a tight play. But if he goes Florges on my Tailwind, he goes Florges on Tailwind, and then Genesect 327. Okay, I mean, Nidoqueen would outspeed it under Tailwind, but if it gets back up to like 100, it's gonna be no bueno. And he might be able to stall out Tailwind turns with Protect and sacking Rotom Heat. So Shadow Ball, yep. Oh, well, he has the Rotom Heat sack display. Which means I can go into Nidoqueen and safely Earth Power. He goes for Wish. I have to go for Earth Power so that he can't pass it into Genesect. He could pass it into Gallade. If he goes Gallade, then I go hard Aromatisse. The issue with the Babiri Berry tech for Aromatisse versus the Genesect Oh, right before the match, I also had Ironhead over Tailwind on Giratina, but I was like, realistically, whenever he has Florges out, I'm just going to be realistically, whenever he has Florges out, I'm just going to be going into Nidoqueen. So I was like, I'm gonna get the what's it called tech. Okay. We Moonblast on. If he goes Florges, I can go Nidoqueen. It forces him to pass another wish, but now he's bulkier because he's Gallade. Does he switch out right now? Let me think. If I wish and he switches out, I can't really. I got a Moonblast. This is not looking good. Okay, so we go on the wish. We have 2 Earth Power on this wish, so he cannot pass it to Genesect. Earth Power honestly might kill this Florges. Oof. That lets him safely get Gallade in again. So Nidoqueen can still win if we get nice. Did that do more than last time? Nidoqueen can still win with Sucker Punch on Genesect because it's Scarf, so it only has attacks. So if we definitely need to keep Nidoqueen healthy to kill Florges and then Sucker Punch the Genesect. I'm curious how much Nidoqueen Sucker Punch does. Sucker Punch will do 25 to 29, so that's not enough after a... How much does Gallade do? Mega Gallade to a Giratina. It will do 30 to 44. How much health do I have now? After Rocks, knockoff definitely kills Giratina, which means I can safely sack Giratina right now. This will let me go into... Did he just say BRB and pop out of there? What the heck? Okay. I go Aromatisse and Moonblast, but he switches in Florges. I go Nidoqueen. He doubles out to Gallade or just Wish Passes to it. Okay. Since he's BRBing, I gotta check something. I gotta check if Gallade gets Fire Punch. He does get Fire Punch. I think he brings Fire Punch. Or how much does Close Combat do? To Close Combat to a Scizor. Close Combat does too much to Scizor, which means I have to go. I have to go Scizor, Bullet Punch. Let me think. Can I bait him to Close Combat Scizor? If I go Scizor, double out into Aromatisse, he Close Combats, gets down into, puts him in range of a bullet punch that will put him into sucker punch range. Still wouldn't be able to kill Genesect though. Damn, I needed to bring a Sword Stance Scizor and get the opportunity to Sword Stance against something. I can go Aromatisse and then Wish, and then pass the Wish into Scizor. Pass the Wish into Nidoqueen because Sludge Wave is stronger than Earth Power. I'm gonna Sludge Wave on him going into Gallade because it's stronger, and then 82. How much does Scizor Bullet Punch do to Genesect? Scizor Bullet Punch does not enough. Okay, so he has to Zen Headbutt or Sword Stance. So I can go straight Scizor on the Zen Headbutt to try to keep Aromatisse. I don't even know why I'm going to try to keep Aromatisse. I don't think that actually does anything. Yeah, I'm going to go hard Aromatisse on the Zen Headbutt. I think this is looking like a loss. Let's see. What I could have done is gone Aromatisse last time and then doubled into Nidoqueen. If I would have doubled into Nidoqueen there on that play, then he wouldn't be able to get a Wish Pass to Gallade, but I also wouldn't have a free attack on Gallade. So I Bullet Punch here. After close combat, I can kill him with Sucker Punch. I think we need a crit on Genesect. Or we needed attack investment. Because I don't have any attack investment on Nidoqueen. Let me just double check that Nidoqueen will kill a Florges. Florges with Earth Power does not actually kill Fludges with Earth Power. Okay, I got a Sludge Wave. I Sludge Wave, and then I die to Ice Beam. Please get an attack boost. He crit, but he didn't kill me. Oh. No way, dude. No way. Jeez. Dude, I win though, right? Okay, I won. Whew. I was like, damn, dude, the Ice Beam didn't kill because he got an attack boost. Oh, GG's, we in finals, baby. Peace out. Catch you guys next time.